Hello viewers, welcome to YouTube channel Media Research Unleashed. On this channel you will find video lectures covering the entire syllabus of media research, like types of research being conducted in print media or in electronic media or in social media, as well as in advertising and PR, and research conducted to know the effect of mass media. We will also study the most appropriate method to conduct all these types of research. But before starting media research, we must be aware about the basic concept of research, that is, what is research, types of research, research procedure, like the steps to be followed by the researcher to conduct a research. We will also study sampling and different methods of data collection, like survey method. We will study differences in questionnaire and schedule, and then qualitative research method like observation method or focus group interview, in-depth interview or case study. We will also discuss experimental research design. In final lecture, we will see how the research is reported, that is, how the research report is written. So in the today's lectures, we are going to start with what is research and what are the characteristics of research. We all possess the vital instinct of curiosity and inquisitiveness. And that's why whenever we confront something unusual, something new, something strange, we are amazed, we are surprised. But at the same time, our curious mind starts thinking, what is this? How it can happen? Why it has happened? And try to find out the answer of all those questions which are arising in our mind. This curiosity is the mother of all knowledge and also the region of research. And because of this curiosity and the ability of human to observe things keenly, we are able to reach IT age from Stone Age. Now we come on the etymology of research. Etymology is the study of origin of word. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the word research is derived from the Middle French word rechercher, the meaning of which is to go about seeking, which itself is derived from Old French term recherchier. Recherchier is a compound word made up of re plus cherchier, the meaning of which is to search. So we can say that research word is derived from French word, the meaning of which is to seek or to search. Now we see what is research. We also conduct some sort of research in our daily life. For example, when we go to purchase something, we don't purchase things abjectly. We usually see various alternatives available in our budget and then compare their prices, their benefits, their features, their color, their style, and then finalize which will be the most appropriate product for us. This is also sort of research, but it is called search, not research. There are certain differences between search and research. Search is a very short time. It ends very quickly. But research takes a lot of time. If we conduct research in a proper manner, following proper steps, then it will take time. Search does not require a person to be expert in a particular subject, but in research it is must. The person should be expert in a particular subject in which he or she is going to conduct research. Now we come on. What is research? Research is an original contribution to the existing stock of knowledge, making for its advancement. But this is very important, that every research outcome should add something new in the original stock of knowledge, and this advances the subject. That's why it is said that research should be only on a new topic. New topic means that it should have something new. It should have certain contribution in that particular field of knowledge. Every researcher's outcome is a building block. It is the pursuit of truth with the help of study, observation, comparison, and experiment. We have studied in our history book that our ancestors were very scared of natural phenomena because they were not knowing anything about nature. They think all those things were wrath of God, whether it is raining, whether the seasons are changing, or there is flood or cyclone, because they were not having any knowledge. All these natural phenomena were mystery for them. But our scientists studied these natural phenomena, and these mysteries are now known things. And how they demystify these things? By observation, by comparison, by experimentation, and by study. This is research. And that's why we are now able to understand that why seasons change, why day and night occur, why cyclone and earthquakes occur. These are very common things for us, but for ancestors, these were, as they were not knowing these things, so these were very mysterious things for them. A scientific and systematic search for relevant information on a specific topic is also research. When we start our research after having certain topic, after selecting certain topic. So when we are searching some relevant information on that particular topic which we have selected, but in scientific and systematic manner, then it is called research. This search should not be absurdly. This search should be scientific and in systematic manner. What are the characteristics of scientific manners? It should be systematic, it should be objective, it should be empirical. Systematic means that every things which we are conducting research should be in a very systematic manner. We have to follow all these steps which have been prescribed. We have to select sample in a very systematic manner. We have to select the data collection method. We have to select the data analysis method, and all things should be done in a very systematic manner. Objective means that the researcher's personal biasness should not creep in the research. And empirical means that research should be done and not, it should be conceptual. Empirical means experiencing. So when we collect information on a particular topic in a systematic and scientific manner, this is called research. Research is a movement from unknown to known. Now we can understand this point by an example. We are living in a very tough period of pandemic, corona. We all know that this corona is caused by certain virus, but we are still not knowing, we are not having the vaccine and medicine. In medical terms, we can say that there is no any preventive measure, the vaccine, and no any curative measure, the medicine. And the scientists of most of the countries are busy in finding out the vaccine as well as the medicine. So the unknown things are preventive and curative measure, and the known things are vaccine and medicine. So these unknown things will be converted into the known things through research, and it will happen soon, you will see it. We come on motivation of research, that why people do research, what motivates them to do research. Academicians do research, but natural, they do research for fulfilling the criteria of at the time of recruitment as well as for promotion. The students conduct research because this is the part of their syllabus, and they conduct research to complete their course. Organizations do research for the base of right decision, because nowadays we are living in an era which is very tough, where there are fierce competition and lot of complication. And so for taking major decision, most of the management, most of the organization usually take the help of research. Some people love to accept the challenges, to unravel the mystery. This is also the region of research. There are people who get intellectual enjoyment, and most of the basic research comes in this category, that because they love to do research. Organization do research to understand the needs and wants of their customers or audience. Whatever product, whatever services we are using or we are consuming, all are based on thorough research of the market, thorough research of customers, that what they need, what they want. Suppose there is a publication house which wants to start a magazine for kids. Now before starting that magazine, they will conduct research among kids to know whether they would like to read newspapers in print medium or online, and what sort of content they will love to read. So organization also conduct research before launching any product or services. Now we come on the characteristic of research. First characteristic is the systematic. That is, systematic means researchers are required to follow certain logical and sequential steps to carry out research to get best result. There are certain predefined steps to conduct research in a proper way, suggested by experts, and we as a researcher need to follow all those steps, because skipping any step may not bring good result. Research is not conducted haphazardly. Now what are these steps? The first step is selection of problem, then literature review, then formulating hypothesis, then determining research design, then data collection, data analysis and interpretation, presentation of result, and then replication. These are the prescribed steps which is required by the researcher to follow. Next characteristic of research is objective. Objective means unbiasedness. A researcher should keep his or her opinions aside and conduct research in a scientific manner, in impartial way. Sometimes what happens that we think something, that the result of this will be in this way, and unfortunately the questions which we are framing also bring the same result, because I am biased. So whenever we are conducting research, whatever I am thinking that the result will be so, we have to keep all these things aside and we have to conduct research in a very impartial way, in a very unbiased manner. This is called the objectivity. Objectivity is the chief trait of all good research. What researcher thinks does not matter. The results should be derived after a thorough research. Then rigorous. Next characteristic of the research is rigorous. Research demands rigorous and diligent data gathering, carefully analyzing the data to answer the research problem in hand. In fact, when we are going to conduct research, we should be ready to invest our time. A lot of time is required to invest our mental activity and to do hard work, because we have to collect rigorous data. We have to spend a lot of time in collecting data, in analyzing data. So superficially conducted research is not supposed to be good. It will not bring good result. So the next characteristic is the rigorous. Then we come on valid and reliability. This we will understand in forthcoming lectures. Validity and reliability is the strength of any research. The validity, what is validity? Validity is the accuracy of research and reliability is the consistency of research. You can understand here with a simple example that validity means that whatever we are going to measure, it should measure the same thing. That is, if I am framing the questionnaire for knowing the IQ of person, it should measure IQ and nothing else. And accuracy is, for example, suppose I am bringing a thermometer and I am taking the reading, I am measuring the temperature and the 3 consecutive readings are same, then it is said to be accurate. Then it is a reliable thermometer. So this is also required in case of the research. Replicative. Replicative means that any researcher or any other person who wants to replicate your research must be able to replicate and reach the same conclusion. Research requires replicative property, that is, research can be replicated by any person with similar method of data collection and data analysis and should draw the same conclusion. And how it is possible? It is possible only when researchers use well-defined method of data collection and analysis and explicitly report it in research report. So this is also one of the characteristics of research. Then we come on controlled. Controlled condition is required when we are conducting experimental research, when we are trying to find out the cause and effect relationship, where control is required in terms of environment, in terms of variables, in terms of participants. So this is also one of the characteristics, but it is required in experimental research. The experimental research demands controlled condition in terms of environment, participant and variables. This is required when cause and effect has to be studied. In order to minimize external factors, controlled conditions are created. And the last one is empirical. It is the meaning of empirical is experiencing, that whatever theory is saying, whatever model is saying, we have to conduct research ourselves. We have to observe everything ourselves. The data may be primary or secondary, but the research has to be conducted. This is called empirical property of research. So I think you like this lecture. If you like, please share and subscribe the channel.